So you never see me sitting in this seat, although I spend a lot of time here. Over the weekend, I received, the bus doesn't work. It doesn't start, I should say. I'm going back and forth between whether it's one of the security issues or if it's something different. I wish I knew. But I did order a code reader, and I wanted to show you guys how I'm gonna plug it in, and I hope it works. It's one that will allow me to also see my gauges. That's why I chose this one. It's not a real in-depth code reader, so at least it might send me in the right direction. I figure if I need a real in-depth one, I'd just take it to a mechanic in the future. So this one will hook up to an app. So I downloaded the app on my iPad, and I'm crossing my fingers that this works. This is what it looks like. I got it in the mail. This is what it looks like. My bus has a 9-pin adapter, and my adapter is right here underneath the dash. So I ordered the 9-pin adapter for the code reader. So it just plugs in here. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, it goes on there, and then you can turn it to tighten it. Okay, so it's supposed to be blinking blue until it connects. It's connected. It worked. Oh my god, it worked. Okay. So I don't know. So it has a code here. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna research it. I don't know if this is what's not causing my bus to start, but at least there's a code. I'm gonna start there.
Good morning. So I created a new little space for me, and I wanted to show it to you. Pretty much in love with it. It's my first actual decorating project for the bus. Anyway, this is what it is, my front porch. Isn't it great? So you might see me sitting on my front porch some.
Our next project is the subfloor. So putting insulation down, putting the OSB board in. And so what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna buy all the supplies tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do today is lay out everything. Get everything measured, make sure I get enough pieces, make sure that where my seams are is not in a funny spot where it's gonna break if I cut it. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Okay, this is my thinking with starting to measure, at least from the front. I will start to lay it from the back, but I wanted to start to measure from the front because that front area, you can see it's got some funny cuttings around it, and I wanted to make sure that I had a piece big enough that goes back halfway through the wheel wells to get that cut. So that's why I started measuring in the front. We'll see how it works out. I may do it differently, but that's why I started in the front. So you're with me the first time I get up on the bus, on top of the bus. It's pretty hot up here. My reason for being up here today is because you know that I have that leak underneath, and I was hoping to come up here and patch a little bit. This is what I'm finding though. This is the light where the leak is happening. Okay. So I assumed when I came up here that I would see, because underneath I can see 5 screws. So I was assuming that I would just see the screws around here and I could patch them. I do not see screws. They must be underneath all this junk right here. And I'm not prepared to take all that off because I don't have a patch for it just quite yet. What I think I'm gonna do, just to kind of fix it a little bit, you can see some rust right around here and this side too. I think, and I can kind of put my fingernail under there. I think what I'm gonna do right now is just put some caulk around there because I think that could at least help the situation. I just hate it when it rains and it's still leaking in on my pretty floors. So I'm gonna bring some caulk up and we're gonna caulk that little bitty spot right there and see if it helps at all. Okay, so my next project, I'm gonna sit down here right in front of it. I got me a new metal shear and it works great on this metal. So I'm just gonna cut it. Leave the lip under the window because I'm not prepared to take the windows out yet because it's not underneath anything. I don't want it to rain in. So I'm gonna cut the wall and then take all this insulation out. Well, I still haven't got the bus started, but hey, I have a new front porch. Did you see how pretty it was? I sit out there now and put my boots on in the morning. I feel like a house doesn't become a home until it has a really cozy front porch. So I guess my bus really is a home now. I finished one side. All of that. Today we're going to finish, so we have that one whole side there of the wall cut off. Today I'm going to cut this wall off and take out the insulation, hopefully. I'm getting an early enough start where I think I can get that all done. That's my goal today. Yesterday my parents helped me with their truck to get all the flooring that I needed, the insulation on the subfloor. So that's the next project after today. So today is pretty much prepping for our big project tomorrow. The breeze is amazing today. It's gonna be a really good day. We're gonna get a lot done and I'm really excited. Let's get going. Before I could cut the walls out, I had to use my angle grinder, get out some pesky screws. Then I grabbed my new metal shear tool and cut the walls. That tool is a godsend. I originally got it to cut the pieces of metal for the patches in my floor, and since then I've used it for several projects. It's very easy to use and not too heavy. This is actually my second metal shear tool. The first one I got a couple weeks ago, while I was practicing, I accidentally broke it. It was completely my fault. I broke the blade on that little piece of metal that comes up from the chair rail. The walls are done. Look, look, look. There's one side, there's the other. It looks pretty rough right now. It's about 2 p.m. I'm going to take a little break, get some water, maybe get something to eat. A salad sounds really good. It's getting kind of warm. And then I have to put on long sleeves. But I'm gonna get my mind all prepared so I can do it fast, get all the insulation out fast because I don't want those long sleeves on for very long. So that's what's coming up next is all the insulation is coming out. Okay, I got my long sleeves on. I've got all my garb right here, ready to go. And I'm going to make this a challenge for myself because it is hot. So once I get my mask on, I'm going to hit the timer and I want to see how long it takes me, and I'm hoping it takes me 10 minutes or less. I'm pretty sure I can do it because all I'm doing right now is taking it all out and bagging it up, and then I can go change. So I'm gonna put my mask on, then I'm gonna hit the timer, stopwatch really, and we'll go from there. Okay, ready, go. I didn't make it. Close. 12 minutes. I did pretty good. Okay. That's not bad. This insulation was much dirtier than the ceiling. Much. A lot of it was soaking wet, and it hasn't rained here in like a week. I'm gonna go change my shirt. I'm gonna leave my mask on because there's a lot to sweep up on the floor right now. So anyway, we did good. I almost got it. As I was cleaning up today, guess who came to visit me? Remember that hummingbird that came to see me inside the bus a few weeks ago? Well, that hummingbird was back. She didn't go inside this time. She was outside the window. But we got to enjoy each other for just a couple of seconds. I assume it was the same one, but maybe it wasn't. Anyway, as I was closing the door to the bus for the evening, I was grateful that we've come this far. I mean, the walls are out. The insulation is out. All that's left now is to build back.